marcáis?
Nice to see you.
Un intruso en el campamento. Bueno, un intruso no pone ahí. El intruso. Sospechoso. La gente muy pesada. A ver. Trabando. Ya. A ver si es este. Ah, eso no es una big. Ah, vale. Nicole Bernadotti, nacido en 1834, es un empresario y filántropo muy conocido en Cordona. Es el fundador y propietario de la Bernadotti Company. En el fundado en 1873, oficina zona sudeste Escaladio, Bazarra, cerca del cruce con Román. Tras el soplo de uno de nuestros informantes anónimos, el 13 de febrero de 1876, se le practicó un interrogatorio al señor Bernadotti. El informante proporciona información que relaciona al señor Bernadotti con el contrabando de licores y obras. Al señor... Bueno, ya me he perdido. El informante proporcionó información que relaciona al señor Bernadotte con el contrabando de licores y obras de artes antiguas. Entre las colonias británicas, Cordona y el resto del Reino Unido, gente que supuestamente trabaja para la compañía del señor Bernadotte ha estado previamente relacionada con una serie de actividades ilegales que incluyen robo, violencia y estafa y extorsión. Al señor Bernadotte se lo llamó a declarar como testigo, dado que no hay pruebas tangibles para imputarle cargo alguno. Durante el interrogatorio, llevado a cabo por el agente Booth y yo mismo, el señor Bernadotte afirmó no estar al tanto de ninguna de las operaciones y hechos de lo que le acusa nuestro informante. No se ha podido obtener información alguna sobre sus actividades antes de mudarse al Reino Unido, documentadas o no. Según afirma el señor Bernadotte, vivió en Sicilia, Italia, donde tenía una tienda hasta 1873. Cuando se trasladó a Londres y comenzó en un negocio de importaciones, conclusión, no es posible imputarle al señor Bernadotte nada relacionado con el caso.
An impressive slice of life. The police had a lot on him and at the same time, nothing at all.
Sí, literalmente.
Amateurs.
Pues vamos otra vez con él, ¿no? Vamos al ayuntamiento a hablar con el señorito. Creo que no tiene nada, pues si trabajas en el ayuntamiento, pues ya sabéis los chanchos que hay ahí.
Have you decided yet?
¿Me deja? Entonces, espera. Oficina, zona sudeste de Escaladio Bazar. Ah, tengo que ir ahí. Era por aquí. Vale, ahora vamos a usar el viaje rápido. Ay. ¿Dónde era? No, aquí el más cercano. El Sherlock Holmes para 2 semanas. Me he metido yo. A ver qué tiene. 2 semanas llevo con el Sherlock Holmes de Chapter 1. De hecho ya está 12 capítulos subidos al canal de YouTube. Ya, a ver si no me estoy equivocando ya que me he despistado. ¿Dónde voy? Espera. Me he equivocado. Espera, esto... ¿Dónde era? Ya me he pasado. Vamos a marcar. Ya me he pasado. Aquí no se puede. ¿Te imaginas? Pero no. ¿Qué clase de Sherlock Holmes roba vehículos, no? También podéis ver los capítulos de Sherlock Holmes de Awakening, el despertar. No, de Awakening el despertar traducido. Espera, que ya, yo tengo pre-Alzheimer, yo ya no me acuerdo.
That was the third in a row.
¿Dónde? Espera, me estoy equivocando. Madre mía. Yo me desoriento con este juego. Es que el mapa es muy amplio. Y eso que me estoy centrando en las historias
That was the
principales.
third.
Esto es para que escuche. A ver, ¿qué hay aquí? Ah, no me deja entrar. Espera. No, espera. Aquí era... Ya no. ¿Dónde estaba? Es que estoy... Ya no me acuerdo ni dónde estaba. ¿Dónde estaba? Sí, mira. Es que tiene... El mapa es amplio. Yo quiero saber... Esta es mi mansión. Casa. ¿Dónde estaba? Ay, ya no me acuerdo. No sé por qué no me deja entrar aquí. Ah, no, que es en Old City. Vamos a marcar aquí. Era en Old City, el museo. Pero como me muevo... A ver, esto... El punto este rojo es donde estoy yo. Y este es donde he marcado y la flecha esta para que yo lo pueda mover. Pero desaparece después. ¡Niño! Vale. Ahora, cuando termine... Espera. Ay, que algo dando a la E. Un poco más... Ah, este. Ahora sí me acuerdo. Ahora sí. Vamos a darle... ¿Por qué me va haciendo la mente? ¿Qué ha pasado?
Mr. Holmes, you've returned. Have you uncovered anything new about the theft?
I've brought news, but not all of it will please you.
Fill me in, Mr. Holmes.
Vamos
I
a ver.
won't shoot the messenger.
Es que... ¿Cuál digo? Que las dos son cosas importantes. Bueno, el ladrón ha
I
muerto.
located the thief, but found him rather cold. He was tight-lipped about the painting, too.
Huh, he's dead. How very droll, Mr. Holmes. One presumes you were not responsible.
It was an accident at the refugee camp. He impaled himself on his own knife.
Life is nothing if not cruel and capricious.
Ah, vale.
I tracked down Boniface Mercurio.
I presume he wasn't delighted about the situation.
He was not having a good day on account of his murder. Killed in his own flat by the same person that stole his painting.
Oh, sweet Mercurio, perishing in the pursuit of his art. How apt. I will miss his exceptional sense of humor. What about the stolen painting? Have you located it?
He encontrado una fotografía. Bernardi tiene su
I
cuadro.
found the painting, but I could not retrieve it.
Well then, where is it?
In Bernadotti's office.
Bernadotti? That shady businessman? Why would he steal it from me?
I'm afraid you'll have to ask him yourself.
I take it you found something more then.
I found the source of Mercurio's artistic inspiration. A photograph. What troubled me was that the sexual act captured was non-consensual.
She was violated? Dear God, how despicable.
Her abuser was in fact the British envoy. Mercurio took a picture of him committing the atrocity and then used it as artistic inspiration.
I had no idea a mere break-in would eventually expose such barbarity.
Mr. Vogel, I want you to make everything public, including the photograph. I'm sure you have a connection at the Cordona Chronicle.
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Loyal to your own truth till the end. Yes, I'm acquainted with the staff of the Chronicle. The story is sensational, and will surely draw attention to the gallery. But you must be aware that exposing the scandal will further hurt the victim. Does that not bother you?
No matter what one does, the truth tends to come out, as well it should. I won't be the one to stand in its way.
Though it's only your subjective truth being exposed. Not that I'm judging. It's perfectly reasonable for everyone to have their own views.
When you called me, you knew exactly what you would get.
Oh, but I'm not like you, Mr. Holmes. I cannot be sure of anything. Regardless, I must thank you, for art's sake. Well, now that we've resolved all of our outstanding matters, I have a gift for you. I took the liberty of having it delivered to Stonewood Manor. I am told it belonged to your mother.
Previously, you mentioned there may have been more to my mother's passing than consumption. It appears you were right.
Oh dear, I'd hoped to be wrong.
She was unstable, mentally unwell. She required sustained, specialized treatment, but her madness persisted.
I knew that Violet had disappeared from the public eye, but had no idea of her suffering. I cannot imagine what you're feeling.
I'm fine.
Ok.
And what exactly have you sent me?
Frankly, I'm not sure how to answer that. I trust you'll know.
Vale, pues marcho.
Thank you, Mr. Vogel. I am curious to see what you have procured.
Vale. Caso completado. Buena, Jill oficial, ¿qué tal? ¿Por dónde salgo? Que tengo ya pre-Alzheimer. Ah, vale, que me he equivocado. Es por el otro lado. Pues volvemos otra vez a la mansión. A ver qué es lo que me ha traído el señorito. Espera. Aquí. Menos mal que está el viaje rápido, porque imagínate de un lado para otro, para el tío de la moto. ¿Qué hace ese señor ahí?
Mr. Sherlock Holmes, I presume.
Correct. With whom do I have the pleasure?
Emilio Esteva, happy to make your acquaintance. I am here on behalf of Mycroft, your brother. He's on his way to Cordona. In the meantime, he requests your assistance with a sensitive matter. My orders are to provide you with the details.
Te escucho.
You have my attention, Mr. Esteva.
Mark Ridley, the son of General Arthur Ridley, is being blackmailed. Suffice to say, the compromising material is of a delicate nature. The matter is of no small importance to the Crown, especially given the status quo on Cordona.
What about the status quo?
The Ottoman population holds a certain animosity towards the colonial rule. It's been this way since we took over the island. General Ridley made concessions with their leaders, but I'm afraid we are still teetering on the edge of open hostility.
What does Mycroft want me to do? Retrieve the blackmail material?
No, sir, nothing of the sort. Mark Ridley is meeting the blackmailer atop the old city bridge tower. You shall observe from a distance, then establish the blackmailer's identity. Do not attempt to arrest him. We'll handle it from there.
Saving the best for yourself? Fine.
Seguro la
There's a
mejor parte.
cafe just over the bridge that provides a good vantage point. Please report to me when you are done. I'll be waiting for you here, and remember, discretion is of the essence.
Amor, muerte y Cordona. Madre mía. Vamos a mirar el paquete. Es que encima tengo que estar marcando las cosas. ¡Ah! Muy chistoso, mira lo que me ha mandado.
It's a bizarre object, and yet oddly familiar.
Did you just remember something?
Yes. A room full of curiosities and artifacts. I think I can find it in the manor.
Sherlock. So, you continue to pursue the imaginary. I had hoped
¿Te
you might
quedas
have got all
ahí?
this out of
No
your
voy a
system
mandar
by
a
now.
alguien.
Mycroft, what are you doing here? Get out of my house.
It's my house, actually. I've come to bring you back.
I have no interest in returning, let alone with you. I know you lied about Mother all these years, claiming she was merely ill, but she was unstable. She never had tuberculosis. She was not recuperating, but mentally deteriorating, and you never once thought to tell me. How dare you?
I shall not indulge this petulant tantrum. You can just tire yourself out and then slink back to London with your tail between your legs.
Just tell me everything. I'm an adult now. Show me the basic courtesy of an explanation. You know I will find out eventually.
The goal was stability, and that's what you got. The right thing for everyone was to try and move on from her passing.
The consequences of one's actions determines what is right or wrong.
Yes, exactly. The ends justify the means. After leaving Cordona, Sherlock, you had a normal childhood. In London, I was able to support you, guide you, shape you into a fine and productive young man. You have so much potential, so much to offer society.
But that's not the end. Now I found the truth, and it has shattered everything I knew about her, about you, and about myself. I feel unstable because of you. Your actions were not justified. Lying never is.
Oh, grow up, Sherlock. It was a white lie which has as much use in the realm of the interpersonal as the international. It is time you come to accept that some things are bigger than yourself.
Oh, you are full of it. You like to pretend you care about the big picture, but it's just an ego trip. You like knowing more than others. You like greasing palms and rubbing shoulders with the rich and powerful. You like having eyes and ears everywhere. The fact it helps the nation is incidental, because all you care about is yourself.
It's true. I have agents everywhere, including Cordona. If you weren't so damn stubborn, you'd realize that means I'm only here for you.
Y ha dicho, ¿eh? Ah, mira, lo del elefante. Esto que me lo va a dejar... Vamos aquí. Como un cuadro eso. Parece una montaña, ¿no? A ver.
I remember returning home with a pair of perfect sticks. We wanted to turn them into training swords.
Oh, that's right. We stood there, frozen, staring at something huge in the main hall. It was a giant aquarium with a living mermaid in it.
Impossible. It must have been something else. Oh, of course, that mortifying hoax presently taking up space in our front yard.
Well,
O sea,
fine.
era una sirena.
Your memory's better than mine. But I'm sure we started examining it immediately. And someone else was around too.
Espera, vamos a mirar. Pues no, tengo que seguir mirando. Vamos a ver, arriba. Ahora.
It was my mother. She asked what I thought of the artifact.
Gracias.
You were
Que
really
descanse.
concentrating and holding something in your hand.
Gracias por pasarte y por esa raid. Es muy grande.
I inspected it with a magnifying glass and was able to confirm it was made of two different skeletons.
Claro, la
mermaid
señora era
was a fake.
falsa.
And so it was time to smash the thing. Your mother took a hammer and...
Slow down, John. That's not how it happened. I remember other people joined us.
22 trabajadores.
The workers took the artifact and placed it into the cabinet of curiosities. It became part of Mother's collection of fakes. She always said that the truth lies in the details. This mermaid helped me to learn that.
Vale, perfecto. Ya se ha quitado.
Ah, yes. My mother's studio. She was an authenticator, and this was her cabinet of curiosities.
I never
Sí
saw
que
the
es
point.
grande, el estudio de
What
la
does it
madre.
matter if some artifact is real or not? It still exists.
One of the most ridiculous fakes I ever saw. Its owner insisted it was a polar bear. He thought the white paint on the brown fur wasn't noticeable. I remember this cozy blanket. It was perfect for...
Wigwam! Oh, that was a joy to build them. Imagining ourselves as wayfarers on the other side of the world.
A ver.
Another fake Holy Grail.
El
Its
Santo
owner
Grial.
claimed to be the heir of King Arthur. Scarcely believable. He also insisted a deadly rabbit was hunting him.
No sé si estará el código Da Vinci en ordenador. Ya. Pedazo de guiño, Barson y Holman. Con capítulo 1.
Watkinson and Holman, Chapter 1, by Wallace D. Oram.
Oh, Mycroft. He always acts so serious, but then reads tripe like this.
John, if I remember correctly, you couldn't put this book down.
A ver, siervo.
Mother
Hostia,
said this was among the hunting
dientes.
trophies of a Scottish Viscount.
Ya tiene.
So he tried to persuade everyone
Madre
that his
mía.
forest was inhabited by these
¿Qué pedazo de
beasts.
colmillos tiene?
It would have been thrilling if it were actually true.
Notas personales del Dr. Richard. La señora Holmes es una paciente de mucho interés y un sujeto de pruebas ideal para explorar algunas de mis teorías. Intentaría sumergirla repetidamente en la traumática situación que precipitó su enfermedad mental. Creo que revivir ese momento podría darle a su mente la oportunidad de procesar y aceptar lo que ocurrió y así sanar. Confío en mi hipótesis y solo tengo que probarla. Además, es una suerte poder observar el resto de la familia Holmes. Quizá pueda extender también los rasgos psicológicos hereditarios, ya sean competencias o desórdenes. Es ya bastante evidente que todos los miembros de la familia comparten una inteligencia superior poco común. Parece que la condición de la madre ha empezado a afectar a la mente del más joven de los chicos, Sherlock, aunque no pueden llevar a cabo un examen médico en condiciones debido a la sobreprotección del hijo mayor. Parece que el chico sufre alucinaciones permanentes que toman la forma de un amigo imaginario. John. Carta del hermano de Otto. Mi querido hermano, he oído que has llegado hace poco a Cordona. ¿Has venido a verme? Echo de menos nuestras conversaciones pervertinas, aunque nunca estuviéramos de acuerdo. En Cordona hay ahora una asombrosa galería de arte, que visito todos los jueves. Reúnete conmigo allí. Ah, y no me busques como Klaus, ya no me uso ese nombre. Un diploma. Un diploma roto que había en el gabinete de curiosidades. Alguien lo hizo risa a propósito. Recompuesto y traducido. El diploma dice: en nombre del Consejo de la Universidad de Ginebra, Suiza, nosotros, los rectores de la universidad, certificamos que el señor Otto Richard ha superado las pruebas requeridas por las leyes y las regulaciones que le confieren el título de doctor en medicina, por los derechos y prerrogativas que eso conlleva.
Clearly, it was deliberately torn. I wonder why someone would do that. The Tulpa. Studies in Tibetan Mentalism. An impressive number of bookmarks. Someone was rather obsessed with this subject.
Vale. Yo creo que ya tengo lo de el Palacio de Mente, pero vamos a seguir mirando.
And this one was brought from a German museum. They claimed it belonged to Vikings. Nonsense, of course. Vikings never had horns on their helmets. The so-called mummy of a Persian princess. The defrauders did good work, but missed one small detail. It's the mummy of a man.
Vale, y... Hostia.
Look, it's Roger. This jolly old man's well preserved. Even looks refreshed.
I doubt he drew much interest at the auction.
That's for the best. I'd be upset if he fell into the wrong hands.
1852, Bingley, West Yorkshire. This photo caused a lot of fuss. My mother spent some time to prove it was a fake.
Era una foto falsa.
So many calling cards. Mycroft liked to keep useful people at hand.
Vamos a ver aquí. Carta del juez. Estimado señor Holmes, acepte por favor mi más sentida gratitud por su reciente ayuda con un asunto tan personal. Me dan escalofríos solo pensar en lo que había ocurrido de no ser por su aguda vista y su mente afiliada. Desde luego, si nuestros caminos vuelven a cruzarse, le sacaré con la gratitud de un amigo, el honorable juez MacDougall. Este es otra, ¿no?
Reliable and driven. I recognize Mycroft's handwriting.
Vale.
Officer Luciano J. Placido. Carefully opened. Dated 24th of April, 1869.
Citación judicial, señor Mycroft Holmes. El Ayuntamiento de Cordona le escribe para informarle de que el juicio del Dr. Otto Richter por la muerte de la señora Viola Holmes se le ha asignado el honorable juez MacDougall. Se ha concedido su petición de una vista privada. Por la presente le informamos de que el fiscal la ha llamado como testigo principal en el juicio del Dr. Richter. Debe presentarse en el juzgado penal de Cordona en la fecha aquí consignada.
This drawer was always closed. Only Mycroft knew how to open it.
I remember we tried to break it open and spy on him, but alas, had no success. Maybe today's the day. Oh, Sherry.
Yo me he preguntado si puedo buscar el cajón de macro del gabinete de curiosidades, objeto de largos años de la fascinación para nuestra parte. Una mañana, cuando éramos pequeños, John y yo intentamos espiar a Micro para averiguar dónde guardaba la llave del cajón. Llegó una mañana pisada.
The memory comes back. We snuck about watching him.
He closed the drawer and went to the hall. We were like two shadows crawling behind him.
Espera. Pequeño fuego así.
Then he threw some logs into the fire and sat in his armchair to read.
It's as boring now as it was then. I'm sorry, Sherry, but I think that's it.
Wait, John, we never use the fireplace in the mornings. What if... A bit of juniper in the fireplace created a soothing atmosphere. It's the little things, isn't it? I think this is what we're looking for.
Y no se ha derretido, no sé. Es muy raro.
We made it. So what's there?
Single malt whiskey. Mycroft's favorite. Gifted by Queen Victoria herself.
O sea, un regalo de la reina. Media botella de un buen whisky puro de Malta, la bebida favorita de Mycroft. Lo encontramos en el cajón del escritorio del gabinete de curiosidades, entre un montón de documentos importantes. Es notable que al parecer sea un regalo de su majestad la reina Victoria en persona.
Dossiers on the most influential people on Cordona. Mycroft always had a habit of building files on everyone he met. Otto Richter. This one is rather thick. Mycroft can be truly dogged in his research.
Vale. Investigación de Mycroft. Otto Richter tiene 45 años y nació en el seno de una familia respetable de Berna, Suiza. No está casado ni tiene herederos. Prácticamente médico, se graduó en la Universidad de Ginebra, Suiza. Su religión se propuso un año de vida a un escándalo menor en uno de sus empleos. Sus padres murieron de cólera en 1863. La única familia que le queda es un medio hermano, Klaus, de 35 años. El padre actual de Klaus, Richard, se desconoce. Se le vio por última vez en Cordona. Pues vamos a ver. El problema entre mi madre podría ser literario y afectar a mi mente y a mi capacidad de razonar. A Mycroft no le gustan los métodos del Dr. Otto Richter y no confiaba en él. Vale, ahora... Pues ahora voy a dejar... Uy, que son 11 ya estoy tardando mucho en irme a desayunar. Voy a ver a quién le hago yo ahora una raid. Vamos con los hijos de... Los hijos del bosque, ¿no? Lo está haciendo ni más ni menos que Conejo Pudo. No sé si os gustan los juegos de supervivencia, pero ahí vamos a hacerle una raid a Conejo Pudo. Muchísimas gracias por pasaros. Si queréis ver más capítulos de Sherlock Holmes, está en mi canal de YouTube Chileno84 para que disfrutéis de los capítulos. Gracias por todo y nos vemos en el próximo directo. Adiós.